Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yeshua Basham Kakodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of JMS, who are the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who risking their lives and their freedom to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Yakalia, and I'm from the JMS Jamaica Kingston camp. And this video is about prophecy and ongoing events, and the current major ongoing event that has just happened a few minutes ago. Iran launches missile attack against Israel, okay? And you know, they've been going back and forth for several months now, but things are escalating to a different level. As you can see, the missiles, or you'll see it eventually, but the missiles fly over this city right there, which means those missiles could have hit that city and really done some devastating damage. But the situation at hand is that we're at the end of the kingdom of the Edomites, you so-called white people. All right, we're at the end of your rulership, and at the end of your rulership, we will experience some major prophecies. All right, the mark of the beast prophecy, which is a microchip, World War III prophecy, the deliverance of the elect of the nation of Israel, and the destruction of America, which is Mystery Babylon the Great. Okay, Jacob's trouble, and famine and pestilence and everything that is to come, it is on its way. We're in that time. Okay? The Lord is speeding this thing up. Alright. I just had to find another video. But yeah, as I was saying, we're at the end of the rulership of the Edomites. Okay? And these prophecies are on their way, and Yahweh Shemeshai is speeding things up. Okay, World War III is on its way. This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, which is World War II, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, which is World War III. Okay, and this is it, you know, as in, these are the things that are to happen to build up, leading towards the manifestation of this prophecy, with the World War III prophecy. Okay, and the state of Israel, Iran, and the United States are all major players in this World War III prophecy. Okay, as well as Russia, right? Iran is allied with Russia, and the state of Israel is allied with America. America and NATO and the EU, they are confederate. They are as one. All right. America is that whore that rideth the beast, which is NATO. Right. You have that, and the 10 horns, which is the European Union. Okay. And it was declared by NATO, okay, or whosoever is on that side, that the state of Israel is like an unofficial member of NATO. So they will go to their defense, right? Which we know they shall, based off of biblical prophecy. Okay, now I mentioned the major players. Let's get into where to start, really. Where to start? Okay, well, actually, first of all, the situation at hand shows a prophecy that shall come to pass, which is that the state of Israel is going to draw out America to go to war, right? And as you can see by their actions, they are causing that. They are causing their enemies to retaliate against them. Okay, and who are their enemies again? Iran and Russia. Okay, and Iran is guarded by Russia. That's a part of biblical prophecy, Ezekiel 38. But I was getting the least of the flock, so here it is. In Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he hath taken against Babylon, talking about America. And his purpose is that he hath purpose against the land of the Chaldeans, talking about you Edomites. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So the least of the flock is talking about the Israelis, the state of Israel. And as you can see, literally in current events and in past months, the state of Israel has been doing things to cause war. Okay? And as such, it has escalated to this point today, as we are seeing now, that Iran is shooting missiles targeting Israel point blank. Okay? And so this is because of the powers at hand, right? The state of Israel cannot fight alone, so America will have to go to her defense. And this is a prophecy right here. But the prophecy says, surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them, because America is going to lose, right? You can see this great pride on the American Edomites, and even the situation now. I've been taking it in, listening in on what they're saying and what their thoughts are, right? Right now, the White House is getting ready to address the situation, however they're going to do that. But the Edomites, they're very proud, and they talk very proudly, and they believe that, once America goes out there to the Middle East and properly to go to war, that they're just going to decimate Iran, and they're going to decimate Palestine, and they're just going to decimate everyone. But the Lord already says that's not going to happen. You're going to lose over there when you go over there. Okay? America's going to lose. Right? And it says it in the book of Joel chapter 2 and verse 20. Right? For proof that it is over there in that land where World War III shall happen. Joel chapter 2 and verse 20. And I will remove far off from you the northern army, talking about the US and NATO, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate. And that land is talking about the land of Saudi Arabia, where Saudi Arabia is, with his face toward the East Sea, which is talking about the Euphrates River, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea, which is talking about the Red Sea. And his thing shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things. So there it is, precept upon precept, right? Once again, America is going to be going to war over there with her allies against Iran and Russia and the rest of their allies. And they're going to lose against Russia, right? It's an Edomite upon Edomite bloodbath. And one side of the Edomites are together, and then the which is the US, NATO, and the State of Israel and the European Union. And then you have them against another Edomite power, which are the Russians, who then, those Edomites decided to say, you know what, we see what's going on over there, but we want to do our thing. So we're going to ally with the heathen, the other nations. So they said that they're going to ally with the Elamites, who are the Iranians, right? The Hamites, who are the Africans, right? And it shows us, or rather tells us, well, both, in Ezekiel chapter 38. Okay, let's get it, starting at verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech, and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And this is talking about the Russians as they dwell in that land today. And say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. I got a little distracted because this thing came live. Give me a second. Alright, I just wanted to take a little listen. Edomite propaganda as usual, but let's get into the real matter at hand once again. And I'll turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I'll bring thee forth all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. So the Lord is going to be putting the spirit upon Russia to go to war, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So Russia will have allies, and those allies today, if you look at the BRICS nations, those are basically Russia's allies. They're all together. That's why they created the BRICS. Okay? But here in the prophecy, it states specifically Persia. Persia today are known as the Iranians, who are the biblical Elamites. Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them shield and helmet. Okay? Ethiopia and Libya, those are the so-called African countries. Yeah, okay. And those are the Hamites. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. And this is talking about Turkey. And when you look at literal current events as well, you can see the deterioration of the relationship between Turkey and her allies of EU and NATO. Okay. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. All right. So Russia is going to be a guard unto its allies, and the number one ally is Iran. And when you look at what is going on in the world, right, the enemies of Russia, right, are targeting Iran, are targeting that side of their alliance. Okay. So Russia's eventually going to go out and defend them as well, especially when America pushes through to defend the state of Israel. Now, I don't know who's going to defend who first, but the Lord Yahweh Shemisha is going to be gathering them over together in that place, the valley of Jehoshaphat, as it talks about in Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. The Lord is preparing the Gentiles to go to war, talking about those heathen, right? Are they going to be going to war? And this is contributing to what is going to eventually happen very greatly. All right. All sorts of things are happening, man. All sorts of things are happening. I just did a video yesterday on the food strike, and it then came out that the food strike actually happened. You know what I'm saying? Because, many times before, you'd hear about these things and then nothing would happen. But these days, we're hearing about things and things are happening, which goes to show you how close we truly are to the end. So, we look forward to this, and we're approaching the days where the one's faith is going to be tested very, very, very greatly. And if you believe, you know what time it is. Through the Spirit, you can feel it. Romans. The time is getting hot. And I'm not saying World War III is going to pop off tomorrow or next week or nothing like that. What I'm saying is that things are really happening in a very important way. The scriptures do say that for many prophets, and kings, I think it's Luke. Let's see. Luke chapter 10 and verse 24, for I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen. Salakia, let me read that again. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. And we are the ones seeing and hearing those things today, right? Because this is the time. We're approaching the end game. If you're a video gamer, you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, we really approaching the end game of this thing, of Esau society. Okay? And it says, now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Can you imagine? It's quite close. But before the destruction can occur, before the deliverance can occur, before World War III really kicks off in that kind of way to incite, the missiles being shot, the mark of the beast prophecy has to be fulfilled completely. Okay? And I say this as an individual who has observed it. So you can either take my word for it or not, but I do believe that based off of what I have observed on the system at hand to bring in the microchip, that it really just takes one major event, because things are really in place. Okay? So with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishah Bashum Kal Kodesh. Shalom.